Greetings, family, friends, and to my YouTube followers. Welcome to another exciting video at Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort. This video is going to feature another craft idea at Reaping the Blessing. This week is Craft Week at Reaping the Blessing. Earlier I showed a craft idea on how to take a seashell and paint it the color that you like and add some decor to it. And also I shared how you can take some old frames and paint them and make a different design by using scrapbook paper to do some matting to create a design for the inside of the frame. So this video is going to feature another craft idea on how you can take something old and turn it into something new. This particular frame that you're looking at here is in Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort entryway. So we've done a lot of upgrades here at Reaping the Blessing, and we felt the need to upgrade the artwork in the entryway. This frame that you see here used to have a Last Supper photo on the inside of it. Last Supper artwork on the inside of this frame. And so what I decided to do is take the existing frame and change the artwork on the inside of the frame. And it has saved a lot of money. Sometimes it can be challenging to find the exact piece of artwork that you want to display in a room to create that harmony within your design. And so I couldn't find anything that I really liked to go in this area, and I thought it would be a great idea just to put a Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort sign right here in the entryway. As you can see, right in the center there, we have a sign that says Reaping the Blessing Garden. And so at this point, what I'm going to talk about is the details of this artwork and how I got this to look like this using the existing frame. This is a really nice frame, and we wanted to save money and not have to go out and purchase something that's very expensive for this particular project. You know, the original artwork along with this frame was really not that cheap. So I just was excited that I came up with an idea where I can save some money and reuse the existing frame and just redo the inside artwork. So this is scrapbook paper that you see inside the frame. There's blue and there's white. So I'm going to go into details and explain how I got this to look the way it looks on the inside. First of all, I decided how big I wanted the inside, the center to be, this part here where I have my pointer. So what I did is I decided on the shape and the size of the letters in here. And once I decided that, that was like my foundation to work around, is the sign Reaping the Blessing, the color paper that I wanted inside of here, and the size that I wanted the letters. So once I decided on that particular idea there, then the rest of the artwork in this frame was pretty much built around that center piece there. And what you see here is a white piece of scrap paper as the main background here within there. I wanted this to have the dimension to where, like, when you look at this artwork, you feel like you're looking through a tunnel, and that's the feel that I get, that dimension that I get when I look at this artwork. I don't feel like I'm just looking at a flat piece of artwork. You get the feel as if you're staring through a tunnel when you look at this and you're seeing Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort. You may not be able to see what I'm saying on video, but if you were here in person and you was looking at this, then you would be able to see the dimension in this artwork much better. So I started with this white paper here with the words Reaping the Blessing Garden, and then I pretty much decided on the shape that I wanted this to be. And I took a blue, large size blue scrapbook paper, as you can see, and then I cut a hole in the big blue scrapbook paper. As you can see, this was cut into the big blue scrapbook paper, and then we overlaid this big blue scrapbooking paper on top of the white paper. But the hole was cut into the blue paper, and then this white was put right at the center, and then the big blue paper just overlay the white paper. And then I decided on these corners here, how I wanted the corners. I wanted to tie in some more white. And so what I did is I took some scrapbook paper and I cut some triangles here. And then I took another piece of scrapbook paper that had some anchors on it, and I overlaid them right at the very, not in the corner part of the triangle, but at the very front part of the triangle here. So there's a piece of scrapbook paper there, and then there's this piece right here overlaying that, and then there's another piece of scrapbook paper right here, as you can see, that's overlaying this, is creating a bigger triangle. And then there's a background scrapbook paper underneath this here. So there's this one, and then there's two, and then you have 3, 4 different layers of scrapbook paper to create these corners. And I did all 4 corners with that idea. And then moving on next, I felt that we needed something else in this artwork to really bring it out, to make it stand out. So we have what we call mourning doves that hang out here at Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort. And they've been hanging out here pretty much ever since the garden started developing. And when we started putting trees, when trees started getting big enough for the mourning doves to live in, they started habitating here at Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort. So this garden resort has become a main habitat for mourning doves. We have them out back. There's one that has a bird nest right off the front of Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort garage, right there on top of the pergola beam, and I showed a video of that. I believe it was last week. So that's where the idea came from, with these birds that you see flying over the sign that says Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort. And the way I created these birds is just took some white paper and just drew like right here, you just draw like a triangle, and then you come down and then you just draw another line that waves up in a little bit like that, and then down and wave over like that. So this was a triangle first. I drew a triangle, then that, and then drew some wings off on that, and then cut those out. I did 3 of those and cut them out, and then I glued them over the top on this background paper. And so they look like they're flying out of a tunnel over the sign that says Reaping the Blessing Garden. And I think that's just amazing how beautiful this artwork has turned out. It's not just a plain looking piece of artwork. It has dimension to it. It's amazing what you can do with scrapbook paper. You can, use when you layer it, you can use it to create dimensions in your artwork. So looking at this artwork, if I would count the dimension that's in this artwork just using layers of scrapbook papers, we would have this white part would be the main background, and then we have, that's 1 dimension right there. Then this other layer is 2 dimension, and then moving up here would be 3 dimension, and then so I'm going to stop right there with 3 dimension, because these 2 papers here are pretty much on the same level. These here, this corner here. So this is 1, 2, 3 dimensions that I've created with this scrapbook paper. And then you have another raised here with the birds look like they're flying over this Reaping the Blessing sign. So it's been a long process getting this to look the way it looks, but it's been worth every bit of the journey. I just think it looks so beautiful now. Several times I took it up, took it down, took it apart, but it only cost me about, I would say, $8 and my time to be able to create this look, this new look on the inside of this frame. So this week at Reaping the Gardening Resort Craft Week has been taking something old and turning it into something new. Some of my family members have seen this before I made the changes to it. They have seen this piece of artwork, so when they look at it, they know exactly what I'm talking about when I say taking something old and turning it into something new. And as I said before, the original artwork that was in here was the Last Supper was in here, where you see Reaping the Blessing garden sign, Reaping the Blessings garden sign, and the matted scrapbook features inside of there. So this is our main entryway at Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort, and we just wanted to make some changes with the artwork in here because we've done upgrades in other areas that are near this area. And so in order for everything to look the way I really wanted it in this area, we needed to upgrade this artwork in this particular frame. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. May the Lord bless you and keep you in his perfect peace. And I thank God for all the wisdom and the knowledge and the ideas that he's given me to come up with such great artwork. And I don't want to take any of God's praises. So I give him all the honor and all the glory for blessing me to be able to finalize this artwork whew, I'm really tired. I said, I'm so tired. But I thank God that He kept nudging me and saying it could be better, it can be better. And finally, it is better. And I just thank God that I moved forward with the ideals. And now I am really happy with the finished product. So thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more ideas to come at Reaping the Blessing Garden Resort.